Peace, family. It's me, Game Boy, back with a new video. Today we're gonna be doing another book review. Um, Before I get into it, though, just remember that if you're interested in purchasing the book, if you like what you hear, you can always go to the description and find the link where you can purchase it. And also, the links to all my social media are in the description as well. So keep that in mind. And with that being said, let's jump into it. Are you interested in learning more about yourself or interested in applying, you know, ancient Egyptian wisdom to better your life? Then stay tuned because this is the book for you. Today I'm going to be reviewing Numerology and the Divine Triangle by Faith Javane and Dusty Bunker. If you don't already know, numerology is one of the many arts and sciences that was practiced by the ancient Egyptians, and this book is basically like an all-around guide to numerology. By using this book, you'll learn how to, calculate your four personal numbers, which is your soul number, life lesson number, um, your inner personality number, and your outer personality number. You'll learn how to calculate all of those, and you'll also learn how to put your name into this figure here, which is the divine triangle. And by using this, you'll gain insight to it's essentially a blueprint for your life. You'll gain insight on events that were expected to happen in your past and events that are expected to happen in your future. When you put your name into this blueprint and then you like look at the events that they say are going to happen and then you think back to your memory, you'll see that this ain't no joke. I'm gonna read a little excerpt, but basically, like, if you don't know, what happened was in ancient Egypt, there was a great library in Alexandria that contained, like, you know what I'm saying, all a bunch of Egyptian teachings. And what happened is Alexander the Great came in and, he took over the library. And by doing that, by doing all what the Greeks did, all they pillaging and all that stuff, Alexander the Great, a lot of this knowledge was lost. But this is like, remnants of that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? The divine triangle is a blueprint for your life. So it's a very, this is a very useful book. If you like want to learn more about yourself, if you want to tell your past, present, and future, this is the book. You know what I'm saying? Um, Overall, I really enjoyed this book. I think like I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot about myself just from doing this book. And when I put my name into the divine triangle, like I confirm for myself like how authentic, how real numerology really is. You know what I'm saying? And I've also done like other people's personal numbers. You know what I'm saying? I put other people's name into the divine triangle, and again, like same results. Like I've had people like crying, like, man, like this is so powerful, crying, like telling me, like thanking me. You know what I'm saying, for showing them this information. So again, like, if you're interested in learning about yourself, or you already know how realistic, how powerful numerology is, then pick up this book, because this is a great book on numerology. The first half is like how to calculate your numbers, how numerology started, which I'm gonna be sharing with you later. You know what I'm saying? How to put your name in the divine triangle, all of that. And then the second part of the book has like every number. You know what I'm saying? And then it says like the number eight as a personal number. You know what I'm saying? The number eight in the tarot, like it defines each number. You know what I'm saying? So after you like find your personal numbers, or you know what I'm saying, after you find your personal numbers, you flip to the back of the book, find your number in the back of the book, and it has a description of what that number means. So it's a great reference book as well as like teaching book. It teaches you how to do numerology. Um, the the only cons I would say about this book are that it could be organized, and like it could be organized in a better way. You know what I'm saying? Like the beginning is organized very well, but once you get to the divine triangle, there's basically two methods of working with it: the major method and the minor method. And it's just a if you don't read it, carefully, if you don't read it closely, you might, you might skip a step or something like that. You might get a little mixed up, But other than that, it's really easy to follow. It's really easy to read. And again, like if you're interested in numerology, or you're interested in learning about yourself, or you're interested in ancient Egyptian teachings, then this is the book. It's gonna help you ascend spiritually as well. The pros of this book, I really enjoyed learning about the background of numerology. And I'm going to share that with y'all as well. And I also enjoyed, calculating my 4 personal numbers. It wasn't hard. I just followed the directions in the book. And also putting your name into the divine triangle and just utilizing that ancient wisdom. You know what I'm saying? To learn more about yourself and learn more about events that are set to happen. You know what I'm saying? Learn more about events that are set to happen in your life, or that happen for a reason in your past. You know what I'm saying? You're going to learn about all that from reading this book. So I really enjoyed it. And I also appreciate the fact that after I calculate my personal numbers, I could flip to the back of the book and find, the meaning of that number. I don't got to get on Google or nothing like that. They got everything you need about numerology in this one book, plus more, because they got the divine triangle in here, which you're not going to find information on the divine triangle anywhere else but in this book. That's a fact. You're not going to find this information online or anything. This book is the only place to get information on the divine triangle. So keep that in mind. Now I'm about to read a little excerpt from the book. And this is from the introduction. There is an order in the universe. From the atom to the solar system, awakening interest in the rhythm of this order has called forth new efforts to synthesize the different methods used throughout the ages to understand it. Somewhere between the microcosm and the macrocosm, we look for the key that can put our world into logical perspective. We believe that the science of numbers can provide formula which help clarify the evolving pattern of existence on Earth. Enough ancient wisdom has survived the vicissitudes of time to suggest some basis on which to build new methods of analyzing personality, or at least to cast new light on the system used in the past. Our methods, while containing the element of mystery, yet proceed in an orderly and practical way, using the numbers involved in names and birthdays to solve the enigmas of individuality, personality, and the patterns of function and fate carried through life by every human being. We invite you to experiment with this combination of ancient formula and modern application. While it has not been presented to our knowledge in any book, it has been verified by 30 years of actual application and successful experience. So again, numerology ain't no joke. They put what they talk about in this book to application and documented it for 30 years and verified that it's real. But you shouldn't even be surprised that it's real, because again, this ancient Egyptian wisdom, the ancient Egyptians was far more advanced than we are right now. You know what I'm saying? Get this book. No joke. The divine triangle the divine triangle used as a blueprint of one's life reveals step by step from birth to death what that life should express, indicating the potentials and pitfalls by a series of numbers from 1 to 78. We are all born at a certain date, hour, and minute into the Earth's energy field. The conditions and vibrations of that energy field determine to a great extent the particular actions and reactions that will characterize our lives. We are conditioned by the basic set of vibrations that were active when we took our first breath, period. I just flipped a couple pages, and this like esoteric numerology, introduction to how it started and all that stuff. We owe much of our spiritual and scientific understanding of numbers to Pythagoras, the father of mathematics. So it says right there, like, they're getting a lot of this information from Pythagoras. And if you watch my video on Stolen Legacy, my review on Stolen Legacy, then you already know that Pythagoras went to ancient Egypt, learned what he learned. Then he went back to Greece, taught it to his followers, and his followers accredited him for discovering and coming up with what he actually learned from the ancient Egyptians. Numerology is an ancient Egyptian art form, science, whatever you want to call it, ancient Egyptian practice. And again, they put it to the test. They documented it for 30 years and confirmed its successful application and experience. It's not no joke. You know what I'm saying? This is the book that you want to get on numerology. You should just want to get this book just so you can learn about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Period. So again, if you're interested in learning numerology or learning about yourself, the link to purchase this book can be found in the description. Also, in the description is you can sign up for free instant access to the Black Power lecture. This is a lecture I put together for Black people. It's full with information that's going to empower you, and you know what I'm saying. Go check it out because it's full of information that's going to empower you as a Black person. Period. It's also, you can also sign up for information on my book club. It's an online and in-person book club, so it's no excuse why everybody shouldn't be in it. You know what I'm saying? We read books that empower Black people. We read books on business, spirituality, Black history, really anything that I think is going to help you live your best life and be successful. We read about it, and then we come together and discuss it. And it's really a whole lot more than a book club. It's a growing community. We a family. We got like events, all type of stuff. So those links are in the description. Go check it out. And with that being said, as y'all already know, as always, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Have a good one. Peace.